Hey everyone, Alex here. Have you noticed that when you talk to a business, whether it's in person or online, that their voice and what they say and how they say it seems familiar, whether you go from person to person? Well, if you did, that's called brand voice. And today, I'm going to show you what brand voice is. I'm going to show you some examples and how you can use it on Facebook Marketplace. Let's start off with what is brand voice. It's basically made up of what you say and how you say it. It's pretty much your distinct verbal personality, and it comprises language and tone. Why does it matter? Well, it matters because it's important to stand out in a crowded market. You really want to gain attention and be consistent throughout the sales cycle from pre-sales to post-sales, especially when you're selling products that other people are selling and you only have a limited amount of time to stand out and be memorable. You want to start creating your voice, and it really is about developing your verbal style, to be honest with you. So what I recommend you do is create a Google document and organize things like your personality trait, your values, and include common vocabulary, brand phrases, etc. So here's my example that I actually use for my product, a premium Dorito in a jar. And on the left-hand side, this Google Doc snapshot shows the table of contents of some of the common questions that I was asked and I continue to get asked that I have to answer to. So what I do is I speak in my brand's voice. And the voice that I built for Dorito in a jar is really built around humor and relationship building and ultimately having a great experience. Why consumers unfollow brands on social media? Well, according to a study by Sprout Social, it's because of poor customer service and irrelevant content. In layman's terms, when you want to do good in business, it has to be more than just pretty pictures. It has to also do with your voice, your verbal personality, because you are communicating with people most often online before they even get to see your face or shake your hand. All right, so let's jump into 3 examples of brand voice and the corresponding tone, because when you create a strong brand voice, it's going to help you to build a strong brand that people trust and they're going to buy from you. So, my first example is Pirate Ship. They are a web-based shipping software, and this example is based upon a real-life pre-sales customer service experience that I had with them. And a few call-outs I'd like to point out to you is their nice and polite pirated brand voice, which is super funny to me. They also used emojis and GIFs to visually express the tone of that pirate brand voice. I also noticed their professional and knowledgeable responses for the several times that I did reach out to their live chat customer service. And their particular word choice was really easy to understand. So to me, they had a strong verbal personality that I'd like to show you right now. As you can see here, on this day, I am talking with a live agent at Pirate Ship, and this is how they opened up the conversation. Ahoy, Captain. How can I help? Like, to me, that's funny. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's cheesy, I admit that, but it's super funny. But this is Pirate Ship's brand voice. Okay, ahoy, Captain. So now I'm playing along, believe it or not, and I'm in that spirit, I'm in that flow. I see a pirate character avatar on the screen here on their help page. I see the crossbone and skulls. So I'm in the moment. And I'll show you a little bit about what we talked about. I said, hey, I purchased a label and I have a question. And they answer the question pretty quickly. And look at that, they write an emoji right after that. So this was, let me see if I can trigger when I started this. Well, it's not, 3:48 p.m. 1 minute later, 3:49. So that was a quick response with an emoji. Now, are they a quick typer? Maybe. Maybe they had it written down ready because it's a common question that gets asked. So they copied and pasted the answer? Maybe. So then I follow up with another question, and then they respond again. The response is clean, it's a properly written response, and it's grammatically correct. So I ask another question, and then look what they did. They answered it pretty quickly. Notice the parentheses, the period, the ship date. You may be wondering, if you're that detailed like me, why is it capitalized? Because that is a section on another part of their website. So they are grammatically correct and expressing that pronoun in their answer. So we move on. I think I have one more question, and then they say yes, they respond to it, whatever they say. Another emoji. They're not overdoing the emojis, which is good. Some people do that. It's not cool. And then let's see. So this was at 4 o'clock. This is 4 o'clock. So they responded right away. Do you have any other questions? Because they can tell that I pretty much got all my questions answered, and look at how they finish. Let us know if you have any questions in the future, emoji. We are happier than clams to help. So now they're adding humor and they're closing with this animated GIF. I just think it's funny. And then of course the rating prompt came on. Of course, I'm just like, yeah, totally. I rated that conversation a home run. Right? So they got me hook, line, and sinker. My second example comes from Walt Disney World. They are a live entertainment and recreation center, and this particular example is from their live character meet and greet that I found on YouTube that I think is really cool. What stood out to me was the guests push-up challenge to Gaston, which backfires. Gaston is one of the evil characters out of their Beauty and the Beast movie. Now, the actor's tone was cocky, confident, and funny, which totally makes sense because whenever you have a meet and greet for Disney, the character has to be spot on, and more than likely you are fulfilling dreams of the guests that show up and pay a lot of money to interact with the characters, especially the children. So here we have a video example of what I just explained earlier about Gaston and how he responds to a push-up challenge from a guest.
What's the challenge today, boy? A push-up contest. Oh, we have a push-up contest. Okay, boy, I have a challenge in a push-up contest. Wait, where's the prize at? Where's the prize?
The prize?
Let's see. Okay. She's the
Yes. She volunteers.
Just so you know, she can't cook and clean. Go.
Man, that's not even worth it.
Okay. Someone say go when you're ready.
Ready? Okay. Ready? Go! 1, 2,
Boy, hurry up! You're slow. He looks like he's struggling. Perhaps he needs a hand.
Now, my third and last example comes from my own product, Premium Dorito in a Jar. And I talk about several pre-sale examples where I'm chatting with prospects to influence them to buy my product. I'm answering questions. I'm mirroring them using that technique so that if they diss me, I diss them back. If they go to a level 3, I go to a level 3.5, all in the spirit of good humor, relationship building, and giving them a great experience, which subsequently increased their trust in me and in my product, even though it's a gag gift that helps people laugh and smile together. But at first glance, it seems like maybe a scam. It seems like something that nobody would never ever buy or give a second look. Yet, it garnered literally over 1.5 million views, thousands of combined emojis, saving it and sharing it. Here's another example. This is from Stern. How big is it? He asks. I go, it's 1 chip by 1 chip squared, of course. Thumbs up. And that was like on a Wednesday. And my next response is on a Friday because sometimes you're not always able to get back to your prospect. But I did wait, I can tell you that. That's what I remember. Sturm didn't respond, so a couple days later I put it on my calendar to follow up, which, side note, super important to schedule your follow-up so you can practice your brand voice because this does lead to sales. I said, "Hey Sturm, still interested in this item?" He responds, "I'm sorry, my friend showed me this and I had to try and make a joke, so I won't be buying it." I said, "Copy, thanks for letting me know, Sturm." Exclamation point. If you change your mind and need a fun gag gift or convo starter, let me know. This product, for some reason, helps people smile and laugh together easier. You get it? So I kind of did what Pirate Ship did. I got the emoji, I'm speaking in my brand voice, I'm mentioning the prospect's name, I'm reiterating what my product does. It's a gag gift. It helps you to start conversations. I'm saying, hey, no is a no now, but it doesn't necessarily mean never. You may change your mind. You want to buy my product. He goes, we certainly need the smile in times like this. So now we're getting more personal. Now I'm sharing my values and my verbal personality to another level. I go, I agree. COVID or no COVID, politics, economy or not, I need to laugh often. So thanks again for stopping by. See, notice I'm not begging him. I'm having conversations. I'm getting him to continue to talk. And then he goes one further. He goes, you're welcome and thank you for spreading the laughs. I hit the emoji heart and then I go, anytime. Notice he didn't say anything, probably because I overextended my welcome. But that's okay. I wanted to show you this. I got him to talk this much. He's going to remember me. I'll promise you that. And he may later down the road check in. So maybe I can put in my calendar, maybe in 2 weeks, maybe in a month, respond back and say, hey, Stern, long time no here, just checking in to see if how's it going. And that could be one way that you could basically recover that prospect and convert them into a sale. Here's another example. This is a person named Laura. Would you take $5 and can you deliver? Now, not everybody delivers. So here's what I said. Hi, Laura. Thanks for your interest. I'm always recognizing them by name and I'm thanking them. This is part of the Dorito in a jar brand voice and its persona. In other words, how I act and how I present myself out in the public. I do shipping only and $5 is not good enough. I was trying to say not high enough or good enough and I made a mistake. Good enough to cover costs and make a modest profit. Why I did this is because I want to explain the process in less words, but also be truthful and above board. That helps to build trust when you're honest and just get straight to the point. So then I said, tell me what's the best you can do and basically see if we can agree. So I'm not stopping there, even though this person is joking. I'm taking it seriously, not over serious, but you get the idea. Still in my brand voice though. So she goes, I can also send feet pics. You can sell those and make at least $3 to $4, and that should cover some shipping costs. Then maybe you could send me the chip, ? I don't necessarily need the jar. You could just put the chip in an envelope. I'm like, all right. I go, well, $9 is the lowest I will go. How does that sound? $6.27 and 3 pictures of my feet. Like, why she got to do me like that? Like, $6.27? Are you just being that real silly? All right, fine. And then she goes, final offer. And one thing I want to note is that people love to haggle with each other. It's just something that we do as humans and we love to do. Because I know that, because I want to be funny and witty and also build relationship, I play along. But I'm going to wrap this up right now. So I say to her in wrapping this up, fortunately, that is not high enough. This product is not for you at this time, which is a bold statement. But again, that's part of my verbal personality for the brand voice. Thank you anyway, Laura. Again, I thanked them and I mentioned their name. P.S. If you change your mind, let me know. So notice the consistency? No doesn't necessarily mean never. She goes, I appreciate your time. I bid you a good day, sir. Great experience. Even though she tried to play me, I mirrored her, played her back, had fun with it, and this potentially could be a rating if Facebook still allows you to rate without buying. Or she may come back and buy later. You never know. My last example is from Kristen. So Kristen hit me up and she said, just perfect. This is exactly the understated statement piece I was looking for. I'm devastated to see that you don't ship to San Diego. I'm like, yes, I do. I said, Cali is shippable. She goes, done. The roommates agreed we couldn't let this one slip away. I go, right on. Appreciate it. Would you be cool with a Facebook pay request for this? I think I already did, meaning she paid for it. Let me check, though my internet is spotty. I go, okay. Kristen, it went through. Yeah, it says order confirmed. I said, thank you for your order. We'll get right on it tomorrow morning. So, now that you know what a brand voice is, I want you to create your own. I want you to figure out your tone, and I want you to practice this in your sales. It's going to help you build trust, and it's going to help you to get sales. Thanks so much for watching.